Welcome to A Rock's Life. My name is Francis. Today we are doing one of my least favorite parts in one of my favorite games. Let's make this window active, shall we? We last time finished the painting of Ariamis, which means we are finally ready to storm that massive piss-off castle that we have seen every time we come in here. This is the castle of Lord Gwyn. As far as the game goes, we do not fully know who he is, but he's pretty important. Fram told us. So we're gonna go into his house and kill everything and find that Lord Vessel. Spoiler, the Lord Vessel is a giant bowl. I will not tell you what it does, because we will find out for ourselves. Now, I say it's one of my least favorite parts, because there is a section here. Oh, bollocks, we didn't leave the elevator up last time. Buggery. Alright, little detour, people. I guess I'll just continue while we detour. There is a section to get into the castle, as you might imagine. They lock the front door. You know, responsible American homeowners. But they have tapestries and windows. It is a castle. And to get in, they've got some archers that are kind of bastards when you're trying to get into the window. This might not sound so bad, but when we get there, you will see true pain. Especially if you're not a dexterous person, like our character here is kind of a fat lark. So that just makes things worse. I'm not super pleased about doing this particular sequence again, but we should be okay. Oh, that was silly. Patience is is your best weapon. I think they run out. I thought they did. It's not happening, but maybe they don't. We have pyromancies, right? Yeah, we do. Oh, there we go. I thought they stopped. I don't know why he went for so long. The halberd's a perfect weapon for this kind of fight because its basic attack just lurches, you know, perfectly straight. So no mistakes need be made. Oh, hey there, horse. Slow down. You got this bastard over here. I could try and risk it and just run at him. But if there's anything I've learned, it's that patience rewards sometimes. There you go. I don't remember them doing that for that long. But okay. Sure thing, Darksouls. They've got nowhere to dodge to, so like they're not actually fantastic enemies for being up here. Because they're so dodge based. When they can't roll anywhere, they just sit and eat my attacks. Just not all that intelligent. I want to throw pyromancy, but my shield's in the wrong hand, because I want to still be able to have my shield open. And he's coming over anyways. We were rewarded for our waiting. Alright, and the last one's down. Hooray. Now we're gonna want to rest in case we die at the section I have mentioned. We're going to want to rest at the bonfire down there, so we'll need to pull the elevator up. And then go all the way back down. And then we can finally progress in some way. Oh, bollocks. I want to jump that, right? Oh, it's coming up again. Oh, that's very kind. I would love to have jumped it, but I do not want to walk all the way back here. Also, what we're doing is kind of silly right now because we're human. So, kind of taking an unnecessary risk in being invaded, but we'll see. I know, like, when the game was in its prime, this was a good invasion spot. These days we're probably safe. Probably. But I don't know that for a fact, obviously. Okay, there is our bonfire. And actually, this is good. We have a soft humanity as well. So what we can do is we can totally kindle this. Which is, that's a pretty good deal, I'd say. Because we'll need this later. Okay. Now that all of our preparations are finished, we can head up to the castle. Feeling pretty good about the statistics of our build. But I'm waiting. What I'm worried about is that our halberd, as I mentioned last part, is not up to par. So that does concern me. That my damage output is very limited. If we can get into the castle, there is a smith. So there's that to look forward to, but that requires some level of competency to get there. We could go back to Andre. You actually can have the harpies fly you back over the wall, but I don't think we're in quite that desperate of a situation. I do not think we want to fight both of these people at once. So if we could just lure one of them, that would be great. Come here, friend. Oh wait, they're fire resistant. Oh, no, there we go. I didn't think they would be. Hey, come here. Alright, these guys are kind of bastards. If we kill one, the second will be easy. It's the whole killing one part that may require some level of tact. Ooh, alright. Well, this is why we bring pyromancies. Ow. It's not a bad spell. I definitely recommend some sort of ranged weapon. There we go, I think we got him in a good spot now. Unless he jumps up like some sort of wild monkey, he should be fine. Why is he not taking damage? Why do you upset me so, Sentinel? Ah, and the halberd's attacks are so funky. There we go. Alright. Now this guy should be Spring Breeze. Okay. Yeah, our damage doesn't seem to be too bad. Oh. My skill lacks considerably, but besides that, it happens when you play like Dark Souls 3 or 2 and then go back to 1, or any. If you switch between the games, they are just different enough to totally throw off your sense of timing. So that's cool. Okay, we cannot go through there. I will try this just for the sake of, of saying we tried it. So we will have to go around the side. Now those witch harpy friends who were our friends earlier are no longer our friends. And instead they will try to kill us here. They're kind of bastards if I remember correctly, because I believe they have like a lightning damage that is not small. Hello, friend. So we'll do the old lure him away tactic, like always. Yeah, and they fall back so far when I hit them. And of course, they're always going to get some kind of damage with the lightning if they hit you, even with your shield up. Unless you have a lightning shield, which is maybe not a bad idea here. I don't know all the weapon or the shield stats, the one I can think of off the top of my head. I think the Eagle Shield has 75% lightning or something like that, which is obviously pretty good. Right off the edge. Well, eat that one. I'm just gonna, yeah. Okay. There is a benefit definitely for doing the painting early, is that you sort of get that experience for now, you know? Whereas if we hadn't done that, we might be 4 or 5 levels lower for this, so it's just a little bit of an extra boost, especially if you're stuck here. I highly recommend going into the painting and then trying this. Alright, these guys we cannot knock off the edge, unfortunately. We can't get hit and die, though. And that one's gonna fall off the edge. The Harpies are not as competent as I remember them, I will say. I thought this section was more difficult than that. Alright, that was not bad at all. Now there's these guys that launched like tent pegs at you. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna stop sitting there and eating them. So, you may already kind of see the problem here. We have these like huge decorative buttresses, and then dudes with death bows who would really rather you not run on them. Basically one hit from either of those while we're on this and we get knocked off. They are not my favorite enemy. So the first thing we have to do is go left here, and then dodge roll like we mean it. Oh, good animation clipping. And we're off the edge. Seeing where this is frustrating yet? And we actually got very lucky there with RNG because the one with the sword jumped off as well. I'll leave this in. If I die again on it, God forbid, I will make cuts. I'm gonna run. I'm not gonna fight the sentinels and everything. We'll just run past them because I'd really rather get in the castle at some point. It's just, for all the like good design in the game, I question that a lot. The 2 archers who can knock you off the narrow platform. Like, it's definitely possible, but it's not fun. It's definitely not something that's ever enjoyable to play on. There's been a lot of memes made about it, as you might imagine. Alright. Now, the nice thing is that these sentinel guards are quite fat, and the doors are not so much, so I think he won't even follow us very far. These guys will, but if we're quick and nimble, unlike that, alright, let that stamina recharge, and then here's the other difficult part, roll like you mean it, there you go. And we're back up. Alright, take 2. I was reasonably close. Had that getting up animation not screwed me over, we would have been golden. But if only. The woodpecker cried. Arrow coming in from behind. Yep. And we're off. I'm gonna say that's falling off. No, surprisingly not. But we're gonna get shot to death because they have me stun locked. Yeah, I couldn't move. Alright, we're back up. We're back up here. Let's do this. Oh, that was hardly close. Alright. Can't hit me, I'm the freaking gingerbread man. Get those souls. Oh wait, what am I doing? No, don't worry about the souls, you idiot. There we go. But then the archer bastard. There we go, one's off. Now we just gotta roll into the... Roll, damn you. Oh, bastard. Alright, hold on. I think we can get this tower in between them. Okay, now for the hard part. Yeah, I know what I said. That was the easy part. The hard part is straight running at this bastard. Alright. Look how cocky he is, too. He's like, oh, I'm just shooting arrows. It doesn't even matter. Look at me. I do what I want. Because I think if you just roll right at them... He just gave up. Yeah, that's right, you idiot. I think if you just roll straight at them, they still nail you in the mouth. So... whatever. All's well that ends well. Nope. Nope. Cool. Ah, get glitched, you idiot. Alright, we might actually do this. Now we just gotta be able to battle him on this decorative... I don't even know what this is called. Windowsill? It's not a windowsill, though. It's something else. Can you piss off and die? I don't want to swing at him because the angle that the crosshair or whatever is at is not a good one. Alright, I'm going to step off onto this and hope that he just jumps off the edge like a moron. Nope, he knows what's up. Alright. It's a particularly stressful battle. Can you just die when I shoot you? Alright. I might just sneak around him. Like, now that I'm looking at it. I know I shouldn't. I should kill him. But also, like, if I can just slip by him, that would be cool, too. Ah! Get got, you idiot. Alright. Smack talk the AI is good. Let's get the hell out of here. I'm gonna slip off the edge, and you have my permission to laugh if that happens. Alright, so that's a section that's not fun. But now we're back into the real game, and the fun exploring can resume. I believe there's a bonfire right in here, because as cruel as this game is, it is not absurd. Hey, and it's our old friend Solaire. Hooray, huzzah. Oh, rock slave.